A ball is thrown across a playing field from a height of h equals 4 feet above the ground at an angle of 45 degrees to the horizontal at the speed of 20 feet per second. It can be deduced from physical principles that the path of the ball is modeled by the function y equals minus 32 over 20 squared times x squared plus x plus 4, where x is the distance in feet that the ball has traveled horizontally. The A part of this problem is to find the maximum height attained by the ball, and we are to round our answer to 3 decimal places. So we look at the function that we have here, y equals minus 32 over 20 squared times x squared plus x plus 4, and then break this down into its component parts as far as the coefficients go. So we say a is minus 32 over 20 squared, b is 1, and c is 4 for our quadratic equation. And in order to find the vertex of a parabola formed by a quadratic equation, we would use the formula minus b over 2a. And the reason we would be finding the vertex is because the vertex would give us the maximum height, and that's the first thing that we're supposed to find, is the maximum height. So we'll plug these things in. B is negative 1 divided by 2 times a, and a is minus 32 over 20 squared. And that calculation would give us 6.25. Now that's not the maximum height, that is the horizontal distance x. So what we're told here is that x is the horizontal distance. We're looking for the height, so that means that we're going to plug 6.25 into the function for x and find out what the y value is. So we'll plug 6.25 in for x, and the resulting value for y will be 7.125 feet. So that will be the maximum height. The B part says to find the horizontal distance the ball has traveled when it hits the ground. When it hits the ground, its height would be 0. So what we'll want to do here is take our function and plug 0 in for y. And when we do that, then we'll remember what our a, b, and c values were and plug them into the quadratic formula. And when we do that and evaluate, we wind up with two values. We wind up with x equals minus 3.2 and x equals 15.7. But minus 3.2 couldn't be the appropriate result because this would represent a negative distance, and we're only looking for the positive result, which would be 15.7 feet.